Hello everyone, ATR here, and this is the Hearthstone beta. So welcome back. It's actually been a couple days since I got my key. All the videos that went up in my channel were from the very first day and my very first play, which is why they were all basically from the tutorial and the practice sessions used to unlock the various classes in the game. You can see here that we've actually gone through all, well, these are just the custom decks, but we have all of these unlocked. I haven't been able to play with many of them. As you can see, I've unlocked everything for these. Sorry, my throat. Anyways, and everything for both the Warrior, Shaman, and the Hunter classes. I've got those up to level 10 and unlocked all the default cards. And I actually got myself up to, what is it, 2-star Diamond doing that in the past couple days. My decks, as you can see here, are a couple. Let's just go through them, you know, so you guys know what I did, I suppose. I started off with a pseudo Murloc deck, which is quite common, I suppose you could say, but it isn't exactly the best. It's just with the Murlocs that you start. I did add a couple things here and there as I went unlocking the Shaman's default cards. But for the most part, it is just based around, like most Murloc decks, just getting a lot of stuff on the field and using Bloodlust. Bloodlust gives you +3 attack this turn. Then after getting all the things unlocked and getting the Fire Elemental, I made a modified, not modified, it's not really a Murloc deck, but another Shaman deck with a little bit more removal in sense, just from what I have. Things like the Elven Archer, the Ironforge Rifleman, and including the Fire Elemental that have a battle cry that deal damage. I was using that, you know, to remove the stuff on the field and get my stuff on the field, and then use Bloodlust just like you would with Murlocs. Worked quite well, got myself to level 10, and, well, I liked it. Then I started working on the Hunter, and I got a deck that, well, kind of lacking, but, you know, for a Hunter revolves around using beasts and such, so not much to see there. And lastly, I got a Warrior after getting a couple cards unlocked, things like Inner Rage and Slam. I only have one of each card because I actually haven't purchased any packs myself. I just, you know, have been using what I've been unlocking. And I made a Warrior deck, you know, with what I have. I've been liking it. It's kind of okay, but, you know, nothing special. So regardless, whatever, I just wanted you to know what I've been doing. So what we're actually going to do this time around is we're going to play in the arena. So the first arena run is actually for free. So I already passed the point where it told me it was free. Now I just have to choose my class. Now, we have to choose from Warlock, Shaman, or Hunter. Now, the arena is basically drafting. It'll give you a choice of 3 things, and you choose from that, and then it'll give you 3 new things, and choose from that. And it includes the hero to start off with. So we're going to pick one, and then we're going to build a deck from a choice of 3 cards every time until we choose 30 decks, and then go fight against people that have done the same thing, and try to get as many wins as we can, maximum of 9 wins. Every win you get a better reward at the end, and you can only lose 3 times, or well, you can only lose 2 times and continue going. Once you lose a 3rd time, you are out of the arena, and you have to collect your reward and get back at it again. So, I think, I don't know. I guess we'll start off with a Hunter or a Shaman. Not entirely very familiar with the Warlock. Like I said, these are the only ones I've actually played with for a while. I've played with the Shaman quite a bit, so maybe go with the Shaman? I don't know. Yeah, why not? Let's go with the Shaman to start it off with.
For Doomhammer.
Gives you the totem and such, and okay, so we're gonna go ahead and choose. Like I said, this is the first time I'm playing the arena, so now pick a card. So, Mana Addict, 2 cost. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +2 attack this turn. It is 1/3. It's quite a nice card if you want to do some burst damage, but it doesn't retain its attack, you know, bonus. So you can't, you know, just make it get huge, you know, over time. It's just, like I said, it's like a burst damage. So we're not going to take that because we don't know if we're going to be using a lot of spells. Murloc Tidecaller, it's quite a nice Murloc. I don't actually have this. It's a rare. Whenever a Murloc is summoned, gain +1 attack. Now, that's very nice, like I said, for a Murloc deck, but, well, you can't really guarantee that you're going to be getting a Murloc deck in the arena. So this is probably our choice, which is an excellent card. 2 cost, 3 damage, 2 health, Knife Juggler. After you summon a minion, deal +1 damage to a random enemy. Now this is excellent for me because I have the Shaman that can summon totems. So even if I don't have a card that I could put down, I can summon a totem and activate its 1 damage attack. So we're going to take the Knife Juggler.
Keep it up!
And I got to keep it up apparently. So let's see, now we got River Crocolisk, Frostwolf Warlord, and Unbound Elemental. The Unbound Elemental is nice. I am reliant on it to have Overload. Overload is a mechanic for the Shaman on its cards. I don't actually have any cards unlocked on my deck for that, but it doesn't matter here. But basically, it's a mechanic where essentially you can use a very strong low-cost card this turn, but it's gonna take away mana from the next turn. So next turn you're not gonna have a full bar of mana. So every time you use something like that, this guy gets +1/+1, which is kind of nice. Frostwolf Warlord is okay for a Shaman because since I can continue to summon totems, I might be able to have a decent amount of minions on the field. And this guy gains +1/+1 for every minion on the field when it gets summoned. So, you know, pretty much you can almost guarantee that this guy is at least going to be a 5/5 for 5 with a Shaman, which isn't that great, but you know, if you have more stuff, it starts snowballing. And the River Crocolisk, not that great. It's a beast, so you mostly want it for hunters, but yeah, for the Shaman, I don't know. So we're gonna take the Unbound Elemental because it looks like that one might probably be the best bet for me to be able to, get it to work. And let's see here. Bloodsail Raider, Battle Cry, gain attack equal to the attack of your weapon. This is not too great, but also not too bad. Shamans do have some choices of weapons, but I don't know if I'm going to get to choose a weapon. Otherwise, it's a 2/3 for 2, which isn't that great. It's normal. I mean, the Knife Juggler is 3/2, so it's, the upside down there inverse. But yeah, if you get a weapon like, say, +2 or +3, it adds it on top of that, so, it can be a pretty good card. Frost Shock, I don't particularly like. It's just 1 damage and freeze. Freeze is, well, like it sounds, it freezes a minion, which means that the next turn it can't actually attack. So it's a delay tactic, and it deals 1 damage, so you could use it for removal, but I don't know. And the Booty Bay Bodyguard is a taunt. It's a nice-ish taunt because it does a lot of damage, but it has 4 health, so it's very easily removed. So I'm not very fond of this guy. I mean, for example, the Senjin Shield Master is actually 5 health and 3 damage. So, I mean, it still does some good damage and takes a couple more hits and costs less than this guy, so that's why. So, I don't know. I kind of want to take the Bloodsail Raider just in the options that I get a weapon, but it's too much of a gamble. I mean, maybe I'll just go with a safe taunt? I don't know. I don't really like the Frost Shock, though. This is a tough choice because none of these cards actually are all that great. Do I go with this guy? It's just in the options that we don't end up getting any taunt. I guess I'm just gonna get the Booty Bay Bodyguard taunt for now. And here we go. Dark Scale Healer, Battle Cry, restore 2 health to all friendly characters. This is generally not that great. The healing aspect of it, it's fine, but I mean, you get a 4/5 for 5. So I don't know about that. And besides, with the Shaman, you can summon the healing totem that heals +1, for 1 every turn. So you don't really need this that much. Mogashan Warden is an okay taunt. Very high health, 7/1, so it's very annoying to remove. Almost forces your opponent to use some type of removal card to get it out of the way. It only hits for 1, so it doesn't hit that hard, but it stays there on the game for quite a while. And the Stone Tusk Boar, charge for 1, 1/1 for charge, not really that great. So I guess we're gonna go for the Mogashan. Priestess of Elune, it's a 5/4 for 6. It does restore 4 health to your hero, but I don't know, I'm not very fond. Harvest Golem is a pretty great card. Three mana. You get you a 2/3, but when it dies, it summons a 2/1. So very high value card there. And the Silverback Patriarch costs 3, 1/4. It does have high health, but not really that great. Really, the only reason you might want this one is because it's a beast. So to synergize with hunters. So since we're not playing a hunter, we're gonna go with the Harvest Golem, which is pretty great. And here we go. We get Wind Fury. This is pretty nice. Wind Fury allows a minion to attack twice, but I don't know how I feel about it here. Lightning Bolt is pretty great. For one, it deals 3 damage. That's why I was saying I don't like the Frost Bolt or Frost Shock, whatever it was, because it only does 1 damage. And sure, it freezes, but it's only 1 damage. This thing, for 1 mana as well, deals 3. It does give you 1 Overload, which seems bad, but we have the Unbound Elemental, which we already have on our card over here, that gives you, a bonus for using the Overload. So we're going to take that Lightning Bolt. And we have another rare. So Mana Wraith. Mana Wraith is pretty interesting. All minions cost plus 1 more. So it kind of messes with your opponent and yourself as well, but if you plan around it, you should be fine. For example, this 1 more doesn't affect the totem summoning from my shaman, so I could work around that. But I don't know. I think we have better choices here. Gadget Sun Auctioneer. It's a 4/4 for 5, which isn't that great, but it does have the option to, whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. We only have 1 spell so far, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get more, so I don't really want to rely on this. And the Mana Tide Totem is pretty great because it's a 0/3, so it doesn't attack. It costs 3, but at the end of your turn, draw a card. So basically, you're going to put it down and you're going to get a card. And if you can keep it alive, like say behind a taunt wall, like say a Movish Warden, which is going to take a bit to take down, you can start getting a lot of cards out of that thing. It'll probably be silenced because it's a high value target essentially, but you'll at the very least you get a card. So we're going to go with the Mana type. And we get Wind Fury again. Abusive Sergeant. This is pretty good, but it's not a good turn 1 minion. It's 2/1. And it gives a battle cry, which is give a friendly minion plus 2 attack this turn. So it doesn't stay around, but you can, make something hit harder for 1 turn. So yeah, I mean, at turn 1, it's not really that great, but it might not be that bad. Stormwind Knight, it's 2/5 with charge. I mean, that's very awkward. Most of the time, you want something that has charge to have high damage and low health. Not that you wanted to have low health, but you want the damage to go out immediately. This thing could work as some type of removal, I guess. Hit something and stay alive, but I don't know. I don't really like it. Wind Fury would be okay, but so far we don't really have much that would benefit from the Wind Fury as far as heavy hitters. I mean, the heaviest hitter we have is probably the Booty Baker Bodyguard. So I'm going to take the Abusive Sergeant in the hopes that I can combo it with something, for some turns, but I'm not really too happy with this choice, but whatever. We'll take this guy. And let's see. Dragonling Mechanic, Nightblade, and Direwolf Alpha. Nightblade is okay-ish because you get a battle cry to deal 3 damage to the enemy hero, which is good because you bypass things like taunt and such, but it's only a 4/4 for 5, which I don't know how I feel about. Dragonling Mechanic, it's a 2/4 for 4, which again is not that great, but it summons a 2/1 on top of that, so it's two minions for 1, which is pretty good. And then we have the Direwolf Alpha, adjacent minions, half plus 1 attack. This one is pretty good. I mean, it buffs units around you, and it's a 2/2 for 2, so pretty rounded there. And I can use this with totems. So if I put this next to a totem, usually the totems that you summon can't attack. I mean, there's 4 totems you can summon, and only one of them can attack for 1. So if you put this next to the totems that can attack, suddenly they can actually hit stuff. So, yeah, well, I don't know. These 2 guys are okay. I don't like this guy, but I'm going to take the Direwolf Alpha, see how that works out. So another rare. We get a second Knife Juggler, which I'm pretty okay with. I mean, that 1 damage when summoning something. I mean, hell, if I have two Knife Jugglers out there, I start throwing knives all over the place. The Young Priestess is a pretty nice card. Kind of difficult to keep alive because it only has 1 health, but if you can, you know, put it behind a taunter or something like that, it starts getting a little bit out of control. It says at the end of your turn, give another random friendly minion +1 health. So, I mean, at turn 1, it's not the best, you know, card to use. But, like, say, summon this and then this, you know, you start adding on top of those. It makes your other cards very difficult to remove. But, you know, by itself, it's going to die to whatever. I mean, if you put this on the field against, say, a mage, you know, the mage is going to take it out immediately. So it is a very tricky card to use, but very good. I actually like it. But we also have Lightning Storm. Gives you more overload. It's a little bit of a gamble. Deal 2 to 3 damage to all enemy minions. So it's like a board wipe, or well, area of effect, I guess, because you can't necessarily make sure it's going to be wiping, but it gives you overload of 2, which is kind of costly, but like I said, we do have the Unbound Elemental that benefits from that. So I don't know, it's a tough choice. I like all of these cards. I think I'm going to go with the Lightning Storm just to have, you know, more removal on the field. Oh, this is tough. I hope I get more Knife Jugglers. Although then I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Damn it. Damn it. We do have a lot of 3s, but I mean, it's still very early on, so I'm going to take the Lightning Storm because I can't really guarantee that I'm going to get it again. So, yeah. Here we go. Stormwind Knight, like I said, I don't really like it because of the low damage. Stranglethorn Tiger, that's a pretty good. It's a 5/5 for 5 and it has stealth, meaning that you can put it on the field and it's not going to get targeted or hit by anything. And then next round it can freely attack anything and it hits hard. It's 5 damage, so I like that one. And then we have the Lord of the Arena. We might take this because it's an arena run. But it suffers the same situation as the Booty Bay Bodyguard, which is a low health taunter. It only has 5 health for a 6 cost. It's basically an upgraded Booty Bay Bodyguard in each sense. It costs 1 more and it has 1 more attack and 1 more health. So I think I'm going to take the Stranglethorn Tiger just to have some heavier hitter. Totemic Might, I have never seen this used and I don't ever plan on using it. Give your totems +2 health. I mean, it's nice because it doesn't say like just this turn or one specific totem. So if you have a, you know, a field full of totems, you can give them all +2 health. But even then, I mean, big whoop, 2 health. It isn't really going to do much. The Blue Glue Warrior, not that great. It's a 2/1 with charge. You could use it for removal, I suppose, but the important thing about this one is that it's a Murloc. So if you're playing a Murloc deck, then it's great, but in this case, no. And then we have the Jungle Panther, which is a 4/2 for 3 with stealth, which is great, so I'm going to take that. And here we go, another Unbound Elemental. I might just take that because we do have a couple more options now as far as overload. Wolf Rider 3/1 with charge. Like I said, this is kind of the basis or the base for a for charge cards. You know, high damage but low health, so it instantly dies to whatever it hits. And we have the Mulgashan Warding against, which we said I don't really like it that much. It's nice that it has a lot of health, but mostly anything can hit it and not die against it because of that 1 damage. So yeah, I'm gonna take that Unbound Elemental. Just have another one on there. And now we have this Nightblade. Like I said, I don't like at all. Look at this. I mean, we have the Dark Iron Dwarf right next to it, which is a 4/4 as well. And what this does is way better. It gives a minion +2 attack permanently, and that other minion could attack for several turns, dealing way more damage than this one could, you know, ever. So that's why I don't like it. So this one is great. I might take this one. Ogre Magi, again 4/4 for 4, which is great. Spell damage +1. We might want this. I mean, the spell damage is great because we do have a couple spells like Lightning Bolt and Lightning Storm, but one of the totems that you can summon is the one with spell damage. So I think I'm gonna skip that and I'm gonna go for the Dark Iron. Frost Shock again. Like I said, I don't really like this one. I mean, unless you buff it with a lot of spell damage creatures, it's not really that great. Acidic Swampooze is pretty good. It's a 3/2 for 2, so it's a very nice early game card, but it's also a nice card or monster to save, depending on who you're fighting, like say a warrior, because it has the battle cry, destroy your opponent's weapon. So I think we might take that one. Dragonling Mechanic I do like, but between these two, I think I'm going to choose the Swampooze. Now we have Forked Lightning, again another spell with Overload. Deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions. I like it, it only costs 1, it gives you 2 overloads, so it's very costly. But again, like I said, we do have 2 Unbound Elementals now that can benefit from that. So I might take this. Ancestral Healing, it's a weird card, it doesn't cost you anything. Restores a minion to full health and give it Taunt. I mean, I guess this would work great with, I don't know, Strangletorn Tiger if you hit something and remove it and then give it Taunt. But yeah, I'm not too keen with that. And the Youthful Brewmaster is pretty good. The battle cry here is return a friendly minion to the from the battlefield to your hand. So this can be used to like save a minion. You know, if something is damaged, say a Mogoshan Warden has already been beaten on and gets brought down to 1 health or whatever, you take this out, toss it at that guy, and bring it back into your hand, and then you can put it back on the field either that turn or later on, which is nice. It's just pretty good, but it's, you know, a little bit situational. You can also trigger battle cries again, like say use this guy, give a minion +2 attack, then Brewmaster him, and then bring him back on the field and do, you know, more buffing. Obviously, you know, you can't do it at the same turn unless you're at turn 10, but, you know, you can do things like that, which are okay in my opinion, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having the Forked Lightning on top of that, so yeah, I think we're going to go with Forked Lightning. A lot of spell heavier spell here now, is what I'm trying to say. We got a lot of spells. So, Lightning Storm, Lightning Bolt, and Forked Lightning. Only 3 spells really, so not that much. Alarmobot, it's a very weird, very gimmicky unit, or minion that is. It says at the start of your turn, swap this minion with a random one in your deck. So you can use this early on to bring a heavier creature. I mean, right now I only have a 5, but you can bring in a 5 on your next turn without costing you anything, and then bring something else on top of that. It is a gamble, because it's a random minion, so you can probably get something that you wouldn't want on the field, like say a Dark Iron Dwarf, because if it brings it on the field like that, the battle cry doesn't trigger, so you lose that ability. You mostly see these guys in some type of gimmick decks where you have very high level or high costing creatures that you want on the field, and you put these out and, you know, do it like that. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting that. We have the Sun Fury Protector, which is okay. I'm not really too fond of it, but it's okay. It gives adjacent minions, gives them Taunt. So you can lay down some guys and then put this guy next in the middle of them and give both of them Taunt to, you know, protect yourself. But I'll see if we get it later on, or if it comes up. The Defender of Argus is way better than this guy. It costs more, obviously, but it gives the adjacent minions +1/+1 and Taunt, you know, making them a little bit stronger and harder to take down. So, no. And then we have the Pint-Sized Summoner, +2/+2. Your first minion you play each turn costs 1 less. It's pretty good. I mean, 1 less, you know, allows you to do some decent plays, you know, with your mana. And it's also a bullet magnet, so it gets killed pretty easily because people get afraid of what you might bring out. So we're gonna get that guy just in case. Fire Elemental is great. Battlecry deal 3 damage. This is the only other guy that even comes close to him, the Stormpike Commando, which Battlecry deal 2 damage. But look at that, it's a 5 cost 4/2, and this is a 6 cost 6/5 with the Battlecry of deal 3 damage. I mean, this is an amazing card. The Ace's Snapjaw is a very high health unit, so minion, I mean, but and you can keep it on the field a long time, but usually, I mean, you don't want to use this guy unless you're playing a hunter, because it's a beast, and you can buff it with stuff to beast, and maybe even give it like taunt and such, so it's a very high health taunter. But in our deck, it doesn't really help us out. In the Fire Elemental, like I said, it's just great, so we're going to take the Fire Elemental. Another Unbound Elemental. I'm tempted to take it because of the fact that we have spells with Overload. We have 3 spells with Overload, and having Unbound Elementals kind of guarantees us that we can use those, you know, preferably to us, you know, so that it actually triggers that +1/+1. Silver Moon Guardian is okay because it has Divine Shield, which means it will absorb the first hit that it takes, regardless of how much damage it is. It's a 3/3 for 4, so it's not, you know, that great as far as stat goes, but the Divine Shield, you know, it's pretty good. And then we have the Gnomish Inventor, which is card draw, essentially, which we don't have that much of. We have the the totem, which the manatite totem, and that's about it. So I'm kind of tempted to take this one, but I don't really want to because it's a 2-4 for 4. I think I'm just gonna take this. I mean, this is a 2-4 for 3. Obviously, you don't get a card, but you know, compare them, and it's just flat out better. So yeah, I'm gonna take a third Unbound Elemental and try to rely on getting that stuff. So another Sun Fury Protector. Like we said before, it just gives your minions taunt. Ravenhold Assassin, this is very late game, costs you 7, but very heavy hitter. It's a 7/5 with stealth, meaning you can put it on the field, and next turn you'll be able to hit something for 7, either the hero or, you know, a minion that he might have. And then we have Bloodsilk Corsair, Battlecry, remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. This is very situational and very bad. 1-2, I mean, unless you're playing a pirate deck, because this guy's a pirate and you can utilize them, you know, with buffs and things. It's a very weird card, and I haven't really actually seen this used to anything. So, in this situation, we're going to take a heavy hitter just for the late game. And here we go. Spiteful Smith. This is another card that I actually haven't seen used, but it's pretty cool. In Rage, your weapon has +2 attack. So, Enrage is... well, it's similar to the Berserker, but it's not actually that. Enrage essentially is if this minion is damaged, it doesn't matter whether it's just 1 point of damage or 5, you know, it's just 1 health left. If it's not at full health, it's going to activate this bonus, which means that your weapon has +2 attack. I don't know if this means that you're going to have +2 attack regardless. I doubt it. I think you actually have to have a weapon, a physical weapon equipped on your character to be able to use this stat. And the thing with Enrage is that it only triggers once, you know, as long as your minion is damaged. And if you heal it up to full health, the Enrage effect goes away. So it needs to get damaged again to trigger it. So since we don't have any weapons so far, and I don't foresee us getting any weapons, and it would be very situational there, we're not going to take that guy. Descendant Shield Master, this is pretty much the best taunter, in my opinion. 4 cost for a 3/5. A lot of health, 3 damage, pretty good. Kills a lot of stuff, trades favorably, and you know, it's always a good pick. And then you have the Racerfen Hunter, which is similar to the Dragonling mechanic that we saw before. It's a 2/3 for 3, but it summons a 1/1. Not really that great. It's okay if you want to have a lot of minions and you can buff them, but I don't really have that here. You might want it with hunters because the boar is actually a beast, so you can, you know, synergize with that. But in this case, we're going to take the Shield Master because it's a great monster. Another Unbound Elemental and another Silbu Moon Guardian. I don't know if I want to take 4. That might be pretty stupid of me, but I kind of want to because you can do this in arenas. Normally in Constructed, you can only have 2 of any type of card maximum. But arenas, it just depends on what it gives you, so you can have more than 2. I mean, I already have 3 Unbound Elementals. Do I want to go for a 4th? Maybe. I mean, if I could trigger them simultaneously, it would be good. I don't really have that many. I only have 3 spells, but I'm tempted just to go for the gimmick of it. Should I? Jungle Panther is okay. I already have 1, and I can put another, but you know what? I'm going to go for it. Why not? Let's have some fun. Another Jungle Panther, which I might take. Fairy Dragon is a pretty awesome minion. It's a dragon, 3/2 for 2, similar to, like, say, the Knife Juggler, 3/2 for 2. But the difference with this one is that it says can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. So things like my Forked Lightning or Lightning Bolt. Well, the Forked Lightning might be able to hit it since it's random, but let's say like the Lightning Bolt that deals 3 damage, I couldn't target this guy. Or like say a mage that has the fireball can't hit him directly, so it's pretty good. You put him on the field and it has to trade with something else to be able to get it off the field, or you're just gonna keep hitting them for 3 damage. So I might take that one, but I'm a little bit more inclined to this one. This is a 2/1 for 2, so it's not that great. It's a beast, which is great for hunters, but it has silence, which is pretty awesome. What silence does is that it essentially removes, well, like it says right there, remove all card text and enchantments. So for example, you have again, the Knife Juggler that says, you know, after a minion is summoned, you deal 1 damage to a random enemy. You silence that guy, and that effect is no longer going to be, you know, activated. So even if he puts more minions on the field, it's no longer going to be throwing knives at other stuff. Like again, the dire wolf. This guy, adjacent minions have +1 attack. You silence that guy, and it no longer gives the buff to the next minion. So silence is pretty awesome, and we haven't actually gotten any of it. So we're going to take that iron. And here we go. Tough situation. Raging Worgen is a pretty good card. It's a 3/3 for 3 already, so you know, kind of even there on the stats. And it has Enrage, which is pretty awesome. It gives you +1 attack and Wind Fury. Wind Fury, if you remember, means you can attack twice. But the thing is that you have to have a method to enrage it. Things like classes like the warrior or the mage can reliably enrage the worgen very easily. The mage can hit it with its own fireball and do 1 damage to it. So you have a 3/2 that, a 4/2 that can attack twice. So that's a very nice class to use it with. Or the warrior has some cards that can deal damage to their own minions and buff them or things like that. So yeah, it's a pretty nice card, but with a shaman, I don't really have a reliable way to enrage him, so I am not actually gonna be selecting that guy. Then we have the Dark Iron Dwarf, which, like I said before, I like. It's 4/4 for 4, and buff is a minion for 2. But the shaman has this thing, which is the Flame Totem, 2 cost, 0 damage, 3 health. Adjacent minions have +2 attack. Very similar to this guy. Adjacent minions have +1, but this is +2. So we're going to take that. Another silence. We might just take that. I'm almost tempted to take this because we don't have a lot of card draw, but I guess we're going to have to be a little bit smart with our cards then, because I don't foresee us getting any additional Manatite totems. And it's not that great. It's a 1/2 for 2, but the draw card is really why you want this guy, but I might just take this guy for another silence. We do have the Fen Creeper, which is Taunt. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not as great, I guess you could say statistically, like the Senjin Shieldmaster, because this is 3/5 for 4, and this is 3/6 for 5. So it costs more and only gives you 1 extra health. But, you know, still pretty good. High health, decent damage, so it's an okay card. But considering that we're getting another silence, I think I'm just going to take that silence just in case. Another Unbound Elemental. I don't think I want to get a 5th one, even as stupid as it might be. I think I might want the Flesh-Eating Ghoul because it says whenever a minion dies, gain +1 attack. So you can actually use this one and snowball it with your totems and things like that if they start getting killed. And it's a prime target for removal. So yeah, I think we'll just put that there. As cool as 5 of these would be, I don't think that's a very smart decision. So let's go with that. 4 more cards. We get our rares again. Another Tidecaller, we don't want that. The Questing Adventurer is pretty awesome. It says whenever you play a card, gain +1/+1. So if it is left unchecked, every time you play a card, doesn't matter the cost of it, this guy starts getting buffed. It's a prime target for things like Silence, so, you know, don't expect it to win you the game, but sometimes it actually does win you the game because they're not able to deal with it. And then we have Ancestral Spirit. Choose a minion. When that minion is destroyed, return it to the battlefield. Interesting. So you can choose a minion and resummon it. Interesting. I've never seen this used, but I think I want to take the Questing Adventure just in case. So yeah, we'll take that. Our 3 curve is way up there. I don't really like this that much. We do get the option for another silence, but I think we'll just stick with 2 of the Iron Beaks. Raid Leader, you've seen before. It gives other minions +1 attack, so it's nice if you have a lot of minions. And this also buffs totems, which is okay. But I think I want to take the Wind Speaker. Battlecry, give a friendly minion Wind Fury. I mean, it's pretty good. And it's a 3/3. I mean, it's 3/3 for 4, which isn't that great, but yeah, I think I'll take that guy. Another Fire Elemental. I think I might take this. Acolyte of Pain is pretty good, but it's better in other classes, again, when you can trigger it. But basically, whenever this guy takes damage, you get a card. So at the very least, you'll get 1 card, unless it's silenced, or a card that says Destroy is used on it. And at the most, you'll get 3, unless you can buff it or somehow. Iron for Grizzly, 3/3 for 3 with Taunt, not that great. It's a beast, so you probably want it with Hunters. But a Fire Elemental that deals 3 damage, I think I want to take that guy. I do need card draw, though, which is kind of stupid in my part to not get it. But Fire Elemental, I don't know. I'm stupid, but I gotta take the Fire Elemental. And the last choice, this is going to be it, but we'll go through them. Alarmobot, we already talked about them. We're not going to, do more. Secret Keeper, this is pretty great on other classes. The Shaman doesn't have any secrets, but basically whenever a secret is played, gain +1/+1. Secrets are essentially like trap cards, so they have effects depending on stuff. Depends on the secret. Like secrets trigger like when you summon a minion or when you attack the hero or attack a minion. So it all depends on the secret. But yeah, this guy's pretty well. I mean, you play with that and just give it +1/+1, and it starts getting out of control. But then we have Feral Spirit, which is awesome, especially with our Unbound Elementals. Summons 2/2/3 Spirit Wolves with Taunt, and it overloads you for 2, costs you 3. It's amazing. Hands down, get that card. So it now says, now challenge another arena player, and whatever it says there, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, that is our deck. So yeah, let's go ahead and head in there. Not entirely sure how this is gonna go, but well, might as well try it out, right? So let's hope that we don't get 0-3, right? At least we're gonna hope for something in the not the red, but whatever. Anyways, so let me go ahead and start timing this. I forgot to actually time the conversation that we had right here in the draft, but I don't want to go that long. I do want to make them around an hour worth, so we'll see how it works. So let's see here. We're gonna be going against Ian Grisar.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
A guy. So let's see what we want. This guy is pretty good against the mage. I think we're gonna skip these two guys just to start off with. And we get at least some type of early removal. So
Greetings, friend.
we're not gonna do anything in turn 1, so let's just go ahead and skip. If he does bring out something heavy, I'll just lightning bolt. No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna summon a totem.
Job's done.
And not the best totem to have, but whatever. Okay. So we can remove stuff. I would like to have an Unbound Elemental to do that, but okay. I'm gonna summon a 3-cost creature. That is an Acolyte of Pain. So the Acolyte of Pain would allow this guy to do a lot of card draw. So I think I actually want to just kill it off outright. I might just silence it. Do I silence it? Oh, no, I only have 2 silences, so I don't want to really burn it on that. So I guess I'm gonna have to pop this. Give him only 1 card. And summon another totem.
Job's done.
And we get the totem that can deal damage, but it's a 1/1. It's a Searing Totem. Pretty crappy, but gives him something to shoot at. He'll probably Fire Blast the totem and put something else, or well, no, he does. Yeah, I figured. Does he have anything with 1? No, it doesn't look like he's gonna have anything with 1. And now with the overload, we only have 3 mana from our 4 available, which is fine. We have this thing available, so we're gonna go ahead and pop this.
Job's done.
And there we go. So now he's probably going to summon something. I doubt that he'll pull everything back. Okay, so a Chillwind Yeti. Chillwind Yeti is a pretty awesome card. And we get ourselves a Senjin Shieldmaster, which we could use. We got this, which we could use as well, but I'm not too keen on it. Thing is, he would kill the Senjin Shieldmaster just simply by ramming this guy and that at him, and wouldn't actually, this wouldn't die completely, although I could kill it off later with this. What to do is actually a very good question. I could Feral Spirit and get more Taunters and then just get a totem, but I kind of don't want to sacrifice my Senjin Shieldmaster, but do I actually need to? This might be the wrong choice, but I think we're going to go ahead and do this and hit him for 2. And he's probably going to Polymorph or Fireball our Senjin Shieldmaster. The things that are possibilities. Yeah, he does have stuff around there. He's gonna Kona Cold this guy, freezes me. Gonna hit that. And hit my totem. What a dick. Okay. So what can we do here? We can get a Jungle Panther out there and an Acidic Swamp Ooze. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Or a totem. So let's see what totem we get. We get the healing totem once again.
Job's done.
And let's end the turn. Heal sub that guy. And he's back to full. Okay. What is he gonna pop me with? Next turn, I'm actually in range for a Flame Strike, which will probably clear my board, so I do need to reveal my Panther, I suppose.
Squire, attend me.
Squire,
Ready, sir.
attend me. Okay, so this guy can clear this out, and I don't want to put these guys out because I think they do get cleared out by Flame Strike. The Direwolf Alpha would be an okay choice, but I wouldn't be able to actually finish off this guy, but he... It's a predicament. Well, regardless, we're going to take this guy out. Summon our little mechanic thing. This guy can't take that out, and... yeah, screw it. Let's go ahead and clear that. And do we put the Ravenhold Assassin out? Yeah, why not? Probably not the best choice, but let's go ahead and do that.
I hear you got a problem.
So he's probably gonna Fire Blast my Golem and hit my totem with the Squire, and then whatever else he's gonna try to get. So he goes at me with that and that. So okay, okay, I see how it is. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I wonder.
Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna use this guy to clear this out. We are going to summon ourselves another totem. And we're gonna put this guy here.
The power of the wings.
And there.
Problem.
Hit him for 18 damage. Which means he now has to take care of that stealth guy, but at least it did a lot of damage. And there's the Flame Strike, so yeah. I was expecting the Flame Strike, so clears everything out, clears out his own thing, and leaves him for 2, so that is just fine. We are going to be able to get 3, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So we're gonna do that.
Give me a quest.
And we're gonna do this. There you go. And summon that guy right in the middle.
Job's done.
Make them 3/3. Okay. So now he has to deal with those. Does he have another Flame Strike? No, he does not. He's gonna try to knife me. Thing is unless he can kill my stuff, well, he does kill that. Brings it down to 8. Brings it down to 5. And he still has 3 mana. What is he gonna do with that? Molten Giant. That is quite unfortunate for me. Hits that. Not that great for him. And a secret. I don't know what secret that could be, however. So let's go ahead and first off silence that knife juggler. Does it trigger anything? No, it does not trigger anything. Okay. Let's summon... Well, we can actually summon stuff and maybe a vaporize. Let's see.
What to do?
Oh, we do this guy. And we're gonna hit... We're gonna hit this guy. Okay. Fine by me.
Well played.
And we do this guy here. And if he has another flame strike, I'm screwed, but so I can kill this guy off, but he's actually gonna hit here and then go straight at me. Well, I gotta
Little time.
remove that. Yeah, fuck it. Nope. Okay.
Job done.
Well, here comes another flame strike. It's gonna clear my board. Actually, no, he wasn't for that. That's fine. And oh, that's it. Always expect the pyroblast. That's quite unfortunate for me, but well. Pretty sure he would have been able to remove my guy anyways, but well. So 0-1, not doing that great. Arenas are very tough guys. So like I said, this is probably going to be a 0-3, so wish me luck. Let's go ahead and find ourselves another match. Oh man, this is so tough. My brain is just dying inside. It's getting liquefied. Okay, so we are going to be going up against the priest. Oh my god, priests are the worst. Priests are so good.
The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer.
So I don't know about the questing adventure. Probably going to be able to silence him. Let's get rid of these. Let's get just rid of that guy. And we get a worse one. Okay, that's good. So this is Flecked.
Greetings.
And we're going to skip our first turn. Let's see if he gets anything himself. Probably going to get an Northshire Cleric. You know you wanna, come on. No, he's going for a 2 cost. Okay. And a Murloc Scout. Well, we could actually Fork Lightning him, but that means that we are gonna get screwed on mana next turn. But it does remove his stuff. I don't know if I wanna though. Do I wanna? Do I wanna? Oh. What can you do next round? Let's just summon this. I'm gonna take a gamble, summon this, and see if I can get anything better out. That's only gonna be 3 damage, which isn't that much. Hopefully he doesn't summon something ridiculous right now. It's probably gonna just heal. Mind Vision, put a copy of your opponent's hand into your hand. Well, let's see what he gets. That is a spell power totem, so I'm definitely not going to use this anymore. And this is not going well. Not going well at all. So next turn I'll use that combo just to have something stronger on the field, but this is not helping me out that much. Yeah, he's going for that, so yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, probably a mistake just keeping those guys alive. I should have removed them earlier on, but well, still kills the same guy, so I guess that's fine. And this guy trades with that quite easily, so yeah. Pretty good. Okay, so
Well played.
not that bad for me. So
I thank you.
He still can silence it, so might not be the best thing, but you know, I tried. So if he rams this guy into this, he's gonna get his totem. No, he's not gonna go for that. Okay, that's fine by me. Next turn, I'm gonna have 4. No, 3 actually. 3 mana, so I can put a Jungle Panther down or maybe a totem. It all depends on what he does right now, really. Light Spawn. Okay, so I know. Oh, that's kind of annoying, however. I can use this guy and give this +2 attack and just get rid of the Light Spawn. The thing with the Light Spawn is that it says this minion's attack is always equal to its health, which means that it can get buffed up by this guy and do even more damage automatically. Obviously, if it takes damage, it does less damage, but I think I'm going to have to sack my Unbound Elemental. If I do this, it just gives it +1. If I do that, nothing. I can't do this. I can do these 2 guys or this plus that.
I wonder.
Damn it, but I don't have any totems that do +1 damage, so...
The light shall
well.
burn.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
And summon a totem.
Job's done.
I was hoping a taunter, but oh well. So this guy can actually just hit this and clear it out and stay alive and get healed, which is quite unfortunate for me.
It's time for a
A Mani Berserker. It's a weird choice for a mage, but I mean for a priest, but it is arena, so he probably didn't have much else as far as choice. And now he's flooding the board, which is not very good for me. I do have another Unbound Elemental, which I can't really utilize right now. I can clear this guy out completely, which is kind of the best I can hope for, but he's going to be able to clear it out with both of these if he wants to and still keep his guy, but I don't think I have much of a choice here. I can also clear the Mani Berserker.
What to do?
The light shall burn you.
If I do this guy, I can clear this, and that's about it. Yeah, fuck it. And he clears out my board as well with what he has and keeps his Scarlet Crusader if he wants to. Question is he gonna do that? And apparently the light shall burn me according to Flecht. So he's gonna go straight for me. Is he?
The gates are open.
Lord of the Arena comes up, just trying to block everything, so he's gonna go straight for me and leave my Fire Elemental on the field. Okay. That's reasonable, I suppose. Got more Unbound Elementals because I chose 4 of them, so that is to be expected. This guy can actually get that, and I can clear off that. Not much else actually gives me anything. So we're gonna get ourselves a totem. Shut up, man. Quit your bitching. And we are going to put the ghoul out there. Even though it is gonna die anyways, but we do that. And we put it right here. And just so he's gonna have to deal with these guys. He can very easily clear my flesh ghoul with his Scarlet Crusader, or do that and clear out pretty much everything. And there we go. And now he does what? I'm in a very bad spot. So this guys is actually gonna be a very short arena run apparently, and does a little bit of damage too. Okay. So 7 and not much else. 4, 3, 6, 7, 8. Now we're just gonna put a stealth creature, this guy, and a totem. Pretty much all that we can do. Those stupid healing totems are not helping me out at this point. Some taunt totems would probably have been better just to delay him, but oh well. So that light well is gonna be very annoying. Not even gonna die.
In the light's name.
Whenever a character is healed, game plus 2 attack. We can clear out that light ward quite easily. Wait, what's it called? Light ward? Light Warden, yeah. So, it's gonna go for my Unbound Elemental, get a little bit of a buff there. Heal him up, stupidly enough, because that means he's gonna lose his buff. And change Minions' attack
Not
to be equal to
quite
its
what
health.
was planned.
Yeah, that didn't really work the way you thought, man. And,
Not
okay.
quite what was planned.
So what we're gonna do here is sack the healing totem against this, probably. Do this against this, and
Not
no,
quite
actually we're
what
gonna
was
take
planned.
down this
I
guy.
wonder.
We're gonna squash you guys. You're just talking too much already. So we're gonna buff this and take out that light well.
You call that a weapon?
Then we can do this to that, and rat-a-tat-tat. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I suppose. So let's get another totem. Attack totem doesn't really help us out that much. Hit that. Now we're gonna get another guy out there just to have stuff and hopefully not die. He can hit us for 7, 8, 9 damage. So it means we are dead in 2 turns unless I can clear his board or get some taunts. I do have Ascension Shieldmaster, but he is a priest, which means he can do a lot. Whenever one of your come on, show me the tooltips. Whenever one of your other minions dies, draw a card. So he keeps hitting and buffing it. I don't know why. There he goes. He's gonna get himself a card. And that is gonna fix that.
The light protects.
I guess he doesn't understand that the enrage doesn't stay if you heal him up. So we now get ourselves some 2 taunters, which is okay. I don't know if I want to put both, but I kind of have to for. So let's go ahead and get another totem, just so we have more taunt and taunt and taunt. And at this point, just pop that. And there we go. So not much that is going to happen here. If he swings against the Mogoshan, it's probably the best thing he can do with this guy, the Amani Berserker. Yeah, it's the best thing he can do because he's only going to take 1 damage, and that's going to keep him enraged. So next turn he can probably take down my Ascension Shieldmaster. The thing is that I can't really take down that cultist unless, well, I can take him down with my Shieldmaster. So he's gonna hit him there. He's gonna hit there. So he's gonna go straight through. Okay. Staying at 1. Stampede Kodo, 2 or less. Kills my other guy. And Word of Pain 3. Jesus Christ, damn it.
Well played.
That Stampeding Kodo fucked me. So I can silence this guy, which I might just do it against the Amani Berserker, so I take less damage. And just put this on the field. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's kind of what I have to do. So let's silence this. Put this on the field. So now you have a 2/2 that doesn't really do much, so feel free to toss it at anything you want. You can either take down that bird with it and just get it out of the way, or I'll kill your cultist with it if you don't. You can't target them.
One
Okay?
shot, one
That is
kill.
stealth. Take down my bird, so that's unfortunate for me. Ancient Brewmaster, return a friendly character to the field, so it's that guy, so he's going to shoot something else again.
One shot, one
Me?
kill.
Okay, so he goes in for 7, 8, 9. No, actually he went for the field totem, okay. I mean, I'm pretty much screwed. There's nothing in my hand that will help me out here, so... let's see. What is the highest damaging guy that I can kill? This. And that still gives him 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, yeah. GG. And we're screwed. Okay, so let's go ahead and concede.
You win.
So this is a 0-2, guys, so I am horrible at arenas. This deck is probably horrible as well. I don't know what I, should have done, but
One more loss, and you're out.
one more loss and I'm out. Might as well get it over with, right, guys? Wow, we're gonna get crap with this arena run, but we do have 350 gold that we earned, so we can probably play another one after, but probably save that for another day. So let's go ahead and head into it. Man, I really, I don't know. I can't believe I'm doing this bad. I mean, I would have hoped at least to get one win, but man, this is difficult. I can see why Arena is so appealing to a lot of people. Constructed, gets a little bit stale. But now we're going up against Sailor Moon.
I will fight with honor for Doomhammer.
No, we don't want the Fire Elemental. Unbound Elemental might be okay, and we have 2 Overloads, which we can use, so I guess we'll keep it like that. Hoping that we can get the Unbound Elemental out in turn 2, maybe. Yeah, probably. So greetings, my friend.
Well met.
I meet you well. And another Overload. So we actually have a lot of Overload on our hands. We could, get this Unbound Elemental powered up quite heavily. So let's see what happens. The thing is that with both the Fork Lightning and the Lightning Bolt, I can deal with anything that he puts on the field later on. He's probably going to summon, a Squire. Yeah. 1/1 Silverhand Recruit. There he goes. So turn 2, we get a Direwolf Alpha. I don't actually want to do that. I do want to go for the Unbound Elemental. So let's pump that out and see if we can get this guy on the field. There we go. Pump that. Next round we do have 3, meaning that we can even Lightning Storm if we wanted to. Probably don't want to. We can probably drop a Direwolf Alpha and this guy. Deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions. He's probably going to be... Well, he can go for 1 hit, but... No? Okay. Your loss, man. Your loss. So, the situation, he's going to be able to give +1/+1 to whatever he summons. So if he summons one of these guys instead of a 1/1, it's going to be 2/2. I do wish I had my, thing. What do you call it? The thing with the stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to use the Mana Tide Totem. He doesn't have anything on the field that can kill it. And my sorry, a little burp. My Unbound Elemental is quite fine there, so yeah. I'm going to put the totem down and swing in for 2. End our turn and get ourselves another card. And that is a flesh-eating ghoul. So he has to do something right now to get rid of that totem or the Unbound Elemental, but most that he can do is summon stuff, unless he has a charger, which he could. Harvest Golem isn't going to help that much. It does buff up to very high levels, and there we go. Very nice move there. Gets his Sergeant and goes in for 3 damage on the totem. Very good. So yeah, like I said, it's a high priority target, so people tend to clear it out. So what we're going to do now is use this 2 to 3 damage, so it means that we can kill this guy and do some decent damage to this guy, but I don't know if we can kill him off. If we do 3 damage, I might just overload even further. I don't know. Deal 3, 2... the thing is, I could gamble and try to get the totem, but if I don't, then I'm actually kind of screwed. This one could kill both of these, or this and this. It kills one of these guys at least, and I can kill the second, but... yeah, I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm hoping for the spell power totem, which is might be the wrong thing to do here, but... come on, spell power! No, it's a taunt, but oh well, at least that protects my guy for a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and Fork Lightning. And it hits these 2 guys, so it kills that. That's fine. And then we are going to Overload once again and deal 3 damage. It wasn't powered up, so that at least, gives us that. Does buff up a little bit too much more than I wanted, but yeah, that's okay. And then I hit for 4. So 3-2 instead of a 2-1, which is kind of annoying. wanted the spell power guy so that I would have at least been able to do a lot of damage. Destroy any minions damaged by this. It becomes a 3/4. That's a very nasty card there. A secret. Yeesh. That's probably the redemption
shot,
one.
One kill.
This guy's gonna get killed here, and this guy here. And then this guy's probably gonna go for me or this guy, not for me. Okay, it's okay. So we can overload once again, although we don't actually have the option to overload right now. We're probably just gonna have to totem. We could drop this and do 5 damage, but that doesn't really do much for us. Yeah, we kind of screwed ourselves there. I should have thought about that.
I wonder.
Oh well. So we're gonna summon a totem, just see what we get. You get the searing totem that doesn't help us out that much. So I'm gonna go for him.
Job's done.
And he's probably gonna kill us with this, and then go for the rest of them. This guy dies, however, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he could sack his entire, you know, entire hand, entire field, but I don't think he wants to do that, does he? Gonna buff up something whenever a minion attacks, draw a card. Okay. Holy Light restores his health. Okay. And summon.
Reporting
Lightning
for
Storm is
duty.
gonna help out quite a lot now. Summons a card and hits this. Okay. Gets him another card. And he's gonna kill out my Unbound Elemental with everything he has. That's quite unfortunate for me, but I suppose it's fine. I wonder if this is redemption. If it is redemption, it's gonna be kind of annoying here. But we have to find out. Shit, I don't know if I want to do it that way. Because if I hit him here, and this is redemption, which I'm pretty sure it is, it's gonna summon this guy once again with 1 health, meaning he can still swinging and kill my guy back. So, what other options do we have? We have this, 2 to 3 damage to all minions. We could do that because of the redemption, and then just get stuff on the field.
I wonder.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because I know it's the redemption, and if I do this, I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna just turn around and kill me with the Cobra. So yeah, Lightning Storm. A little bit annoying that I'm not gonna be able to utilize Overload, but there it goes. Kills them both, and it doesn't actually pop the redemption. Okay, well that's interesting. I would have sworn. Well, that is annoying, but that's fine. Okay, so it was Repentance. Repentance. Ridge Racer. So next round, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. So we can't use our Fire Elemental, unfortunately. And he swaps the health and damage. Interesting choice, considering that doing that, I'm just simply gonna, you know, whack him here, kill him. Although I do have the ability to get a Knife Juggler and summon 2 guys. It's a very big gamble, however, so I don't think I want to do it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, why not? So we're gonna Knife Juggler.
I wonder.
We can summon a totem or the Direwolf Alpha. I think I'm going to summon a totem. And it triggers that, hits that, and then we go for this guy.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Nice, actually hits him. And here I am just simply gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna let his tool get out. We'll do it like that. It's a weird choice, but yeah. So he's definitely 1/1. He can take out my sergeant if he wants, but that's about it. He could power up his own guy. Silences my Knife Juggler, which is kind of annoying, but it did get 2 shots off of that and kills his alchemist with it, so I'm fine with that. And at this point, I am in control of the game. So we can use our totem to attack this, and let's see. We can use this guy, use the totem to attack that. Is there any way to give him health? No, I can only give 2 attack. So this guy's gonna die next turn probably. So okay, so we pop this guy here. Agents and minions have +1 attack, so this to kill that. We have this guy buffed up, but we actually want to buff him up even further, forcing him to actually kill him, and keeping my totem on the field. So we're gonna. How do we do this? Well, this guy isn't actually gonna get any benefit from it right now. 4, 2 more. No. So summon that. Get another totem on the field, and then go like this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have a lot. A consecration would screw us right here, but who knows if he actually pulled one. True Silver Champion, okay, that's good. He's probably going to go for either the Juggler or this guy. True Silver Champion heals him up for 2 before he swings, but the healing happens before that, so the damage is going to take effect after that. So he does go for the Juggler, like I assumed. This guy now turns into 5, so he's going to take a 5 damage hit. Is he actually going to go for me? No, I didn't think we were going to. There you go. Okay, so he takes a nasty 5 damage shot to the face. And now that means that I can put down the Bodyguard, this guy, and that's about it. I can put the Bodyguard to hit harder, and yeah, so we'll do it like that. Do this.
Get behind me.
This. Do this once again, and go in. And there we go. So we're in a very good position here. He actually dies next turn, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he dies next turn if he cannot stop me. Well, he's stopping me there with that, so he doesn't die next turn. Next turn. I can, however, clear out this guy. So if I hit him here for 3, I just need to hit him for 1, and I have this one right here ready to be disposed. I can again clear that out, not allowing him to buff anything, and go in for some good damage. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do exactly. So get this, hit that for 3, go in for 1, go in again for 1, and then go in for the rest. More damage, and we are left with 4. So we're gonna summon ourselves a pint-sized summoner, and hell, even another totem. That's the taunt totem. There we go. Ending our turn. So now he's definitely dead unless he can do some consecrations. Consecration would help him out a lot. It'll kill a lot of my board, but yeah, he's dead next turn. And we got a victory! Woohoo! So hey guys, at the very least, it wasn't a total defeat, right? So we got 1 win, and yeah. Do we keep going, or? And hey, I got a victory there for my quest. So we got 1 win, so the key has now changed. It's a bronze key now. Do we actually want to keep going? Yeah, I think we want to keep going. It might be a longer episode, longer than 1 hour. I'll try to space them out later a little bit more properly, but yeah, go ahead and keep going. Might as well. Might as well. So that was a good game. I liked it. We were in control for a long time. It was a little bit dicey there at the beginning, but yeah, the fact that he wasn't able to get a lot of cards just screwed him over. Pretty sure I didn't play that as well as I could have, but hey, at least we got ourselves a win. So we're going to be going up against Uther, like putting it again, Paladin. This is Rock's Hunter.
For Doomhammer.
We don't want the Ravenhold Assassin. These two are okay to start with, although the Ironbeak Owl, not that great. I guess it really depends on what he plays. I think I'm going to toss that Owl just in case. I'm going to keep that Manatite Totem for turn 3. Turn 3. Eh, not better. But yeah, that owl you really just want it for the silence. It doesn't really do that much. It's only a 2/1 for 2, which is kind of horrible. The silence is what makes it awesome. So we're not going to be able to do a turn 2 Unbound Elemental because we don't have the coin. We're going first. So this hits until turn 3.
Greetings, friend.
Another Unbound Elemental doesn't really help me out. So turn 2, we're probably just going to totem. See if he gets anything from turn 1. He can probably coin into a 2-coster. And he does. Okay, so what is it going to be? Probably a... Ooh, Fairy Dragon. That's quite nasty. Gonna hit me for 3 next turn, which is annoying. We're gonna save that Swamp Ooze for his True Silver Champion that he probably play later on. Thankfully, we get the Taunter, meaning that he's gonna have to run his guy into it. And then we get ourselves an Unbound Elemental out there, which, you know, it kills it and doesn't get, you know, killed off. You can't go for me, sorry, dude. You actually have to hit the Taunter. Sorry. Doesn't work that way.
Let me think.
Oh, okay. Well, that is quite annoying. That is where that helps him, so yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put out that Unbound Elemental out there just to piss him off a little bit, I suppose. But he is gonna be able to just swing. He could trade off completely, but I'm pretty sure he has something on his hand that can deal a little bit of extra damage so that he doesn't have to lose both his creatures. And it looks like he's just gonna go for me, so a little bit of a rush down here. Is he gonna, does he have a Hammer of Wrath and then just trades out the owl, maybe? No, going for me. Okay. Fine by me. Fine by me. What is he gonna get? Still has all his mana. Summon a Recruit or put something down.
Let the
Acolyte of Pain. That's quite a annoying one to have around here. And deal 2 to 3 damage to all minions, so a little bit of a gamble, but we can kill him off. We'll kill off both of these and potentially this guy. Hopefully we'll do the 3 damage to this guy, so here's 50-50. Yeah, there goes the 3 damage, so clear off his board, and we are in an excellent position. We buff up this guy, and we have 1 point left. We can't do much with that point. It's gonna hit him for 3. So that was quite excellent for us. Twilight Drake gains +1 health for each card in his hand. Had quite a bit of cards in his hand at that point, so. Let's see, what can we get? We can get another Unbound Elemental if we want to. We can get a Mana Tide Totem and just get ourselves a card. That gives him a little bit of a choice whether he wants to go for my Elemental, which he can't kill, you know, flat out with his Twilight Drake, or if he wants to get rid of my Mana Tide Totem, which he probably would, but that allows me to get a card and keep going in with my Unbound Elemental. Or I could put down another Unbound Elemental, hoping for some more stuff.
What to do?
I kind of want to get a card. I know he's probably going to kill it, but maybe it's the wrong choice, but I want to get a card out there. And there we go. We got a Lightning Bolt, meaning we can deal 3 damage. We can clear off his Drake if we wanted to. So which one do you want to hit? Do you want to hit the Unbound Elemental or the Mana Tide? So you hit the Unbound Elemental, okay. Hits him for 3, down to 1 health. You got 5 mana yourself. What is it that you're going to do? Hammer of Wrath? Yeah? No? Maybe? Potentially? Hammer of Wrath. There it goes. Okay. So he burns that, getting rid of my Elemental. Unfortunately for him, we can see that we have another Elemental, and we're going to kill his Drake with it and get ourselves another card. So let's put that out. Kill the Drake. And what do we have? We have 2, so we're just going to get ourselves another totem. That is going to be the Searing Totem. And we get a card. Very nice. Pint-sized Summoner now. Okay. So this totem, while useless right now, I mean, it can still get buffed up if I get a either the Flame Tongue Totem or the, what do you call it, the Dire Wolf Alpha. So, you know, not completely useless, but it is useless at this point. And the thing is that since this is already on the field, I can't summon another Taunter, so it's quite annoying for me right now. I have to find a way to get rid of it. Dun, dun.
Tazdingo!
So Toss comes down, and he gets a River Crocodile just to have more units on the field. That's fine. Oh, look, our own Silence. Might make it annoying for you, huh? Silence doesn't really do much aside from give us another turn of damage. We got 6, so we can do this, and another totem damage. That's what I'm trying to say. We could put down our own taunt, but that means we would have to hit him directly, which I don't actually want to. So I think it's gonna have to be the Silence and Silence, Pint-Sized Summoner to give him more stuff that he probably wants to kill, and then that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. More totems getting called in. That's the guy over there. We silence his and get a pint-sized. He goes straight for him. If I had a Bloodlust here, that would be amazing. So there we go. We have the Dire Wolf Alpha, which means we can start putting these guys to work and do a little bit of damage with this thing. Probably next turn. And the first guy actually comes out with 1 less, so that means next turn we're going to have 8 total, even though we have 1. Actually, no, we don't have 1, because that's going to be cleared off. So we are going to have a lot of mana. We're going to have 9. We don't have the ability to put anything on the field, so we're going to have to start trading. But if he doesn't trade my stuff, you know, well, silenced his guy, did some damage, but he gains again +1/+1. Defender of Argus is the one I was talking about. It's pretty awesome. It's a 3/3 for 4, which isn't that great, but it gives adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt. So that's a lot of value for that card. If you have units on the field, obviously. If you don't, well, it's kind of meh. So the Manatite Totem has been doing its work right now. It's well worth it. If he decides to kill it, that's actually fine by me. Dire Wolf Alpha putting it in the between, doing a lot of damage, so he's going to go straight for my guy. That's okay. I am quite okay with that.
Move quickly.
So he goes over to that side and kills my... Okay. So the only thing that can attack right now is that. So if I put this one, +1, sacrifice it to that, and then put stuff next to it. Yeah, I think I want to, because I want to get rid of this guy. So we're gonna do. What do we want to do? 1. Yeah, you know what? So we're gonna just sack this. Gotta put this here. Over here. There we go. This guy can attack. This guy still needs to die for 3, but we can put stuff on the field. We have 7 available, so that's 4 or 5, 6, 7. No, I don't want to drop my Swamp Boost just in case. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that could work. Although his Sentient Shieldmaster is going to be quite annoying. It's actually going to kill mine flat out, which is less than ideal.
There's little time.
But I guess we can play the delay game, right? And just get ourselves some more cards. Fork Lightning, that's gonna be great. We can put down the Unbound Elemental and use this. Deal 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions, and we do have our Storm Wrath of Air Totem, which is actually kind of great. Okay, so that guy actually gets buffed up to hell. So he's probably gonna hit my Sentient Shieldmaster with it. And a protection gives us Divine Shield. Okay, so that's fine. So he's gonna go in there, pop his shield, and go straight for 10 damage, I would assume. my totem. Okay, so the thing unfortunately with this is that it's not going to reliably hit what I want it to, but I think it's kind of what I have to do. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not gonna be able to do that one combined, but kind of think I have to, and I could put a totem out. So we're gonna do this guy.
Give me a quest.
Do this guy. We can sack this against this, kill it off. I don't wanna. Damn it. Let's go for it. No, kills that, so not as great as it could have been. And we're just gonna go ahead and sack our guy here. And there we go. Okay. So not the best position, but you know, we did clear out a lot of his board, and we do have some nasty threats there. If he wants to get rid of my questing adventure, which he probably does want to, he's gonna have to sacrifice his little dog there. He could also go for my Unbound Elemental and just keep it alive at 1, but doesn't really accomplish much. So next round, we're gonna have to. So he's gonna summon a guy and probably play another card, trying to hit as much as he can. Silence. Do you want to silence? What is he gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I wonder.
You wonder? What's in your wonder ball? So, what are you gonna do? Come on. Pick a box. Any box. You have to do something. And if you want to silence, that is probably the best target to silence. I mean, might want to silence the Unbound Elemental, but I don't really have much else as far as Overload goes, so, I mean, obviously he doesn't know that. Yeah, there we go. That is the guy you want to silence, because that one gets out of control very quickly. And he's going to summon a Squire. Really? You're going to attack that guy? Okay. He's going to summon a Squire and try to hit my guy over here. Oh, no, come on, that's bull. Bull crap at the bool. Okay, so really the powerful guy here is this. I kind of don't want to waste an extra point of damage if I don't need to, but I kind of do need to, so it's fine, it's fine. Just do it like that. Okay, do that, clear this guy out, and get ourselves a totem. And do we kill anything? We could kill the summoner, which actually we should. It's going to do a lot of damage to our stuff. Yeah, kill that guy off. And get healed up a little bit with our totem, so we're out of death reach from the owl. There we go. And really the biggest threat is the this guy. Well, he's going to waste a hammer of wrath on that. That's fine by me. Still needs to get rid of my elemental if he wants, you know, to do much. And we already have 3 of our 4 totems on the field, so we're actually going to run out of usages for our thing here. But we do have 10 points here, Stranglethorn Tiger and a Booty Bay Bodyguard, you know, so it's not that bad. Still 13 cards left. Cult Master on the field. He's going to sack the bird.
Reporting for duty.
And probably the Aesir Drake just to get more cards. I think that's probably what it's going to do, right? Yeah. That way he gets rid of my elemental. So that's an okay move. No? Actually, okay. Okay, well, I'm not entirely convinced with that because this guy dies, but oh well. And we can actually sacrifice something else. I don't think we have much else as far as spells go. So 4, 5, 6. 4. Well, we can actually just go for 9. We don't need to get another totem just yet. So we are going to do. I'm gonna do this. Kill that. Kill this. And then we're gonna gonna force him to actually kill himself against my booty big bodyguard.
Ah, get behind me.
I go in for 6 damage. Boom. So he can take down my booty bay bodyguard, but he loses his Ancient Drake and has nothing on the field. Does have 4 cards. I only have 2, so he does have an advantage there. Kind of even there. Well, he has 10. I have 12 left. But what do you want to do? Is it a Hammer of Wrath? No, he already used his Hammer of Wrath. Holy Wrath. Draw a card, deal. Ah, it's awesome.
Not on my watch.
Give me friendly minion Divine Shield. Okay, well that's unfortunate for me. He's gonna be able to pop the bodyguard, but that's about as much as he can do. And he doesn't have any weapons. I've been holding on to this since Swampoo's hold. Oh, there he goes. Excellent time to use a Swampoo's. He's gonna bob me? Okay. Bob Aran then.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. That's about as much as you can do. Come on. 10. I can't kill him. Although I can try. Okay, so let's try to kill him. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll see what happens. So down comes the Knife Juggler. And we're going to pop his weapon. There goes. And it hits Drake. Unfortunate, but it's fine. Now we can pop our Stranglethorn Tiger and pretty much guarantee that we can kill him next turn. Or we can go for a Totem. Totem-wise, we have a lot to choose from, so it wouldn't really help us. So let's just go for the Stranglethorn Tiger and see if we hit anything else. Okay, we hit that, so that's actually great for us. And this guy could actually kill this if he... so I think I'm gonna kill this and go for him so that he has to hit me with this. So yeah.
Done.
So kill that. And hit him for that. Halo. So he has to sack his Acer Drake against this, but he still dies anyways. I have 5 damage. I have way too much damage. If he has a Consecration, he might be able to make it. There goes the Consecration. Very nice.
Well,
Jesus Christ, that guy's getting out of control. So I'm actually dead next turn unless I can
reporting
kill
for
him
duty.
this turn. And what do I get? Oh, sorry, dude. That is quite unfortunate for him.
Well played.
Feel the power of the wind.
And we got a second victory! That was pretty fun, guys. Okay, well, I know now that I've been way over an hour. It's an hour of game time and the drafting, which I didn't actually time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it here. You know, just to not make it that long. It's gonna be over an hour, so hell, maybe you've been with me. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you've been watching up until this point, this has been amazing fun, and I am gonna keep on doing arena runs. After I'm done and I lose this one, I'm gonna jump straight into another one because, well, we have enough gold for arena runs. So yeah. Anyways, guys, again, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.